How is it going? We are chilling with you. Wanted to give you a quick little update. I wanted to discuss with you what I can off the top of my head. So we're going to file some motions in the 29th District Court. We're going to file them in the 35th District Court too, because you never know, but it's the 29th District Court's jurisdiction, so we have got to get our criminal background, iChat, Michigan State Police criminal background. We got to get that accurate. It's still inaccurate. It's still falsely inputted. Everything about it's false, actually. Quite literally. Everything about it is fictitious. And the 35th District Court was mistaken. The city of Wayne has deliberately, it would appear, it has deliberately impeded my ability to not only get discovery, but it's impeded my ability to get transcripts. It's impeded my ability to do much of anything, because without that discovery, you can't defend yourself, right? So, there is that. And we have to file some motions. So 29th District Court, motion for sanctions and motion to correct the iChat, because the iChat is deliberately wrong. So the city of Wayne falsely inputted the charges, right? And then they have some false charge listed, some statute, which like a felony assault or a felony battery of a police officer. Very specific charges, and they're not even what the actual charge is, which is kind of insane. So we have more FOIAs to do. We got to do a FOIA with the Michigan State Police, of course, and see why that is. Because Montcalm County, I pled guilty to disorderly conduct in 2021, Montcalm County. And, yeah, all that's accurate. All that's right on the money. So if Montcalm County can do it, why can't the city of Wayne, Michigan? Why can't they input a charge? What the police charged you with, what the prosecutor ultimately charged you with, and what the outcome was, right? There's 3 boxes, right? So the first box is for the police, what you were charged with, right? So there should be 5 charges, right? 3 boxes for each charge. Because I have it right here, what I was actually charged with. I'll tell you what I was charged with. And then I'll tell you what the city of Wayne inputted, right? Right. What I was charged with, what the outcome was, and what is listed, right? Because it's not accurate. So the first thing, and this is all just off top memory, right? The first thing that I was charged with on May 9th was ordinance interference with municipal officer. So that is oh, let's see here. That's not it. That's not what I'm looking for. I have everything written down. Everything written down. Oh, I think my wallet. But 640.01 I think it is, or 604. But that's first charge, right? Second charge, which was the very next day, was Team Telecommunications 656.05, I do believe. But let's see. The floating green headphones. Hi, what's up? How you doing? Here it is. So 5/9 of 25 charged with 604.01. I was right. See, interfering with municipal officer, right? Then we have 5/10/25, which is 656.05. See, I was right again. Look at that. Threatening and harassing telecommunications. That's the ordinance. Haven't been on the channel in a while, to be honest. Yeah. Well, much has changed, much for the good, much for the positive. So, thank God for that. We got a preservation order on March 19th, just a few days ago, preserving all the discovery, right? All the information that we requested on August 28th, I believe it was. Or no, August 24th rather. August 24th, 2025. We filed a motion to compel discovery. And that motion was granted by the judge. And then the city of Wayne never acknowledged it, never brought it up again. We, of course, brought it up again. And again, the court, told the city that we need our discovery. And then the city, months, partial discovery with months in between, right? But never any sort of good faith compliance with the discovery demands, right? Which makes it impossible for us to defend ourselves, right? So, no discovery given. The judge preserved the evidence, and we have a preservation order on that discovery because we still haven't gotten it. At least probably 50% or more of it. Definitely, not probably, but definitely. But I don't, a lot of discovery still not given. So that's why the court did what they did. That's why the judge did what he did. So now we got to take that and use it to our advantage, which of course we're going to. We have to amend quite a few lawsuits now. Might even combine a lawsuit, but really just got to amend some lawsuits now and kind of start not necessarily start over, but really that preservation order changes a lot of things. So changes a lot of things, which helps the FOIA lawsuits tremendously, because we got to amend that because there's two more FOIAs that were denied, and we appealed it, and the council upheld it. So yeah, we got a lot to do, guys. So we're gonna work at it. We're gonna just put the gloves on and get to work. I mean, that's all you can do. Well, hope's not going to get the job done. I mean, we're definitely going to hope, but we're going to prepare and execute and just go to work, man. I mean, there's just no other way it's gonna end the way we want it to, right? Other than to just put in good old-fashioned work and manpower and man hours, and it's got to be done, man. It's got to be done. So, preservation order is great news. That discovery. I mean, we already have a lawsuit that we can prove right now, right? With just the information that we have, that we can prove for certain, right? But that discovery order really, well, I suspect we're gonna find some things in it that are just right. So, I mean, the January 9th, 2026 video of the fire captain, right, saying he wants to go on my property just to piss me off. That's the only reason he wants to go on my property. Yeah, got some explaining to do. Because if that's not harassment and malice and vindictiveness, I don't know what is. So, we'll see, guys, but I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go get some gas here. But, yeah, there's I'm gonna talk to you guys about it a little bit more here in a minute. Give me a sec. I want to continue this conversation. But let me get some gas and I'll be back. also here, and it's almost 420, 425 right there. It's pretty much good right here, but it's horrible right there. And in Cali, it's almost $7 to $8. It's skyrocketing. I do DoorDash over there. You know, I mean, I couldn't able to make much money like I used to do before. Hope this price will back to it. Then I used to love. Too lazy, man. I can't get in and out of the car like that, man. DoorDash is too much work, man. Yeah, but it pay good. Yeah, it pays good though. You too, buddy. What's up, people? I'm gonna go read a book. See ya, huh? I hope you read a good ass book, my friend. Hope your book is hope it fulfills all your wildest dreams, right? So we hope for all of you. We hope all of your wildest dreams come true. Because you're worth it, right? You're worth it. So they say. But yeah, I mean, like, we're just kind of, I ain't gonna say winging it, but we, at this point, it's just really about being thorough and laying all the facts out, right? I mean, there's so much there, I don't know. But what can you do other than make beef stew? What the fuck can you do? I don't know. I don't know what else you can do, right? I mean, you can't let evil win and prevail, right? I mean, you really, truly can't. Not that, I'm Billy Badass or nothing, or, that I wanna, quite frankly, I don't want to do nothing, right? I mean, I wish this never happened, and I wish I never moved. I ain't say I wish I never moved to the city of Wayne, but damn, I feel it sometimes, right? I mean, I just, horrible, right? You buy a property and you have hopes and dreams of, doing something, and you're capable of doing it, right? And then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, life is turned completely upside down in an instant. You're forced to, suffer unimaginable losses just because of ego, right? Vengeance, of retaliation, right? Malice, right? Not because legitimate. There was no law violated. There was no victim, right? It was just a completely malicious prosecution. Complete and utter and total malicious prosecution by the city of Wayne, Michigan against me, DeVincent McFarland, and my wife, Louisa Bias. Where are you driving to? Wouldn't you like to know? Popo. Haha. No, we're just driving. We're just taking a gander, taking a stroll, hanging out with our weighing out. Not literally, of course. That's a joke. That's a famous movie or something. yeah, we're just going wherever the road takes us. We're in no rush. Just driving along, hanging out with you guys. I mean, I'm going in a general direction. I'm going east. Who knows where I'm going to end up? Eventually, I'm going to end up at the Detroit River or Lake St. Clair. So, but yeah, as I was saying, guys, violation 656.05, threatening and harassing telecommunications. And then 710 and 25, I was charged with 656.08 assault and battery, 604.11 resisting arrest, and 666.02 disorderly conduct. Because I guess it's 666 is evil, but I guess it takes 2 to commit or something. I don't know. But yeah, 604.01 interfering May 9th, right? So those are all the statutes, right? So you would think that would be in my criminal record, right? That's what I was charged with. And then, what I was ultimately, what I was ultimately charged with, right? Which would be a lot more than that. As a matter of fact, because I want the record to be accurately reflected, right? I mean, I was charged with all sorts of shit, right? Which, of course, the prosecution as well, right? From the police and the prosecution. So that all needs to be in the middle box there, right? In the middle, the second box. The first box is where all the police charges go, right? The initial charges from the police. And then the prosecutor, what they ultimately charged me with, needs to be in the second box. And then the third box is what ultimately, what was left, right? After everything was disposed or acquitted, right? So it's weird how Montcalm County can get it right, but City of Wayne just can't. Really weird. It's really weird how you get charged with 5 crimes. Well, a lot more than that, really. You got charged with harassment. Lisa Kobani, the fire clerk, fire department clerk. Yeah, she. I think that was in June 22nd, if I do believe. June 12th or June 11th or June 13th. I can't remember. I think it was June 12th. I was charged with disorderly conduct. Of course, they disposed of that one right at the dispensary. Disposed of that one. They disposed of the harassment. I think it was June 22nd or June 23rd. That was when they charged me with harassing communications, right? They disposed of that one. Let's see here. May 19th, I think they charged me with something. May 10th, they charged me, right? There's no mention of the obscene telecommunications or whatever the original charge was. That just disappeared off the record. I mean, I want it all on the record because I want to showcase to the court, well, here's what I was initially charged with. Here's what the prosecution added on, which was like another, half a dozen or more charges, right? And then apparently this obstructing judiciary stuff, that's, like I said, a whole another charge that we don't even know anything about. Apparently its own case too. So yeah, we got to file a motion for the ROA. Register of Actions is wrong. It omits the discovery demands that we have this preservation order for. So that needs to be corrected. Don't have the transcript. We need that. But then the iChat, the criminal record stuff too, right? Well, how come those charges are not in my criminal record? None of those charges are listed. None of the half a dozen charges that were disposed are listed, right? The other ones. And then, of course, the deposition, right? What actually happened? Well, again, the outcome is wrong, right? It's completely wrong, right? So, no contest to resisting arrest and no contest to disorderly person. That's not listed. So, big old problem. But I'm gonna make it well known. City of Wayne, I'm sure their 29th District Court isn't gonna answer these motions. But I don't know, you never know. You never know. But I'm anticipating that they won't. So then, we're gonna, of course, simultaneously file them in the 35th District Court, and then they can play hot potato, whoever's gonna hear it. So, if they don't want to hear it, then it'll go to circuit court. I've been instructed by the 35th District Court that, the Wayne PD, that's under the jurisdiction of the 29th District Court, not the 35th. So, we'll see. We'll see.